so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you're joining me from. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Accept my greeting according to your time zone. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified anytime I upload a video. You can be among the first to receive it. Then go to the comment section at all times. Leave your comment, drop your contribution. If you have suggestions, make it out there. If you have any criticism, put it down on the comment section. It will make us to get better, presenting you a better program. Thank you so much.
I'm laughing. You know why I'm laughing? Yeah, these people are useless. They don't have sense. Look at somebody contested the election in 2019. They're rigging out. They go to court, and that case is still in court till now. They still go contest the election again, and they still go back to that same court again.
Wants to go to court again.
I tell you, even our spokesperson, he go first laugh. They still go back to that same court that hold their election before. They still go back. Can you walk? You don't go walk. You see, I want to advise my people. I wanted to someone say this. He said, black men are wicked. Honestly, I don't see it. I don't see this way. I wanted to say black are wicked. Blacks are wicked. Do you know why? You go see a 60-something years old person, or even 70 or even 50. You still believe in this nonsense they are telling you. Get your PVC, your vote count. In Nigeria, get your PVC, your vote count. How does it count? After everything, they will do selection. Who will be there? Your vote, your PVC does not count. Nigeria does not practice democracy. What Nigeria is practicing is dictatorship and autocracy. They then decide. Bank is say, court to say, let the bank hold on until the central bank hold on until they determine the case for court. They went ahead and issued their statement. 500 and 1,000 is useless. After said and done, the same bank now can't give order again. They still refuse until they now, out of shame, central bank now make a comment concerning that. Now they start using it. I tell somebody that Buhari is the chief judge of Nigeria.
Of course.
Why central bank governor? Why central bank governor is the lawyer? The rest can go to hell. Anything two of them decide is what is going to happen. I tell one of my friends, say, if the central bank governor have not said anything or Buhari, you see that thing the judge said is useless. The things sound lie. Since they give that verdict, did anybody respond? Nobody respond until the central bank governor says something. They think now let it. So you see how these people, they always still and die for something that irrelevant. My brothers and sisters' business have been burning down. The other day, Oyemel market in Iguacha here was burned down. I watched how the thing when the fire was burned. I was watching it on social media. After said and done, they now show the final. They say, "Do you know what you hear? Fire outbreak, fire outbreak." And then we have chop bonfire. What we hear na fire spark or fire outbreak. Fire outbreak. That's what we hear. That is all. And this is our people don't have sense to listen. Say this thing that always happened to us. Why? Is you don't go and vote. They went ahead and vote, validate Nigeria in their life. And Nigeria happened to them. At times I don't pity them because whatsoever you sow is what you reap. Those that are in the house, they are not foolish. It's not that they don't have anything to do outside, but they just keep the heed to the warning and keep it. They save themselves. They do that feel adamant. They see the consequence. They are not being hunted down all over Nigeria. Name everywhere about you, any part of the zoo. They are hunting them down, destroying their business, and government is not saying anything. They use fire system to come. Because they know that if they use those that come now, everybody will ask why. They now use fire in the night and they just go to market and set market fire. In the morning time, the people that own the shops will now see their goods burn down, finish. Is it how it's supposed to be? Is it how it's supposed to be? To go care about myself, okay, my people are suffering now. These people don't like you people. I know. Oh yeah, I will raise somebody that will lead you out of this place. They sabotage him. Today they are suffering it now. I think they say after election. What is the election they are waiting for?
So I think the network is now holding my brother up. That is how it's always be. They will always try to hold and hinder us from passing the message, but no matter how they try, they can never stop us. We are formidable and will be continue to send out the information to the whole world
and they will hear our voice. As long as the Lord liveth, as long as Chukwu government lives, we will continue to speak and we will continue to make points to the whole world. Today, everybody should open their ears wide. Open your ears wide. It has come again. Another time is coming. Don't say you are not warned. Don't say you are not told. Do not go and expose yourself to danger. The only way for you to stay safe and stay secure is to stay away from anything that has to do with the election. Stay away from anything that has to do with the election. If you don't, whatever you see, you will find yourself to be blamed. You will have yourself to be blamed. You can't blame me, neither will you blame Mazisa Manapa or blame any member of Autopilot, because we won you. Just as we have always won. I thank you, that in the past election, that many people, good number of Biafrans listened to us, and that was why there were no casualties in Biafra land. Biafra land was very calm because people listened. They never came out. Biafran people didn't come out. They listened to our spokesperson, Mazisa Manapa. Even though they had up to 20 million people that registered, people that came out were just only 4 million. And I can bet you that people are not up to 4 million. That 4 million was exaggerated. It was written. And that was why you didn't see casualties in Biafra land. The only place you saw casualty was in other places. In the north, in the southwest. That was where they focused. Because some people have refused to listen. When we are passing some messages and we're saying certain things, some of us who live outside Biafra land will think they are not part of it. Wherever you live in the Zoological Republic, this message is also for you. In as much as we are concentrating in Biafra land, whichever part of Zoological Republic where you are, this message is for you. Today, you see the kind of enmity that the so-called selection have brought between us and our Odua brothers. Our Odua brothers, whom we have alliance with them. And the zoo know that we have alliance with them. The caliphate know that we have a strong alliance. And today, they have seen an opportunity to come in and begin to sow the seed of discord. Today, you can see the rhetoric that is going all over on social media. You can see the kind of word that is coming out from the mouth of people who claim to be educated, even people living abroad. These are the people that are talking about one Nigeria. You want one Nigeria, yet you don't want your fellow Nigerian to vote in that contraption. What type of one Nigeria is that? What type of one Nigeria is that? You want one Nigeria, and every minute you are being reminded that where you are is not your country. Every minute of the day, you are being reminded that you are not part of the arrangement. And yet, you are talking about one Nigeria. What source of one Nigeria is that? How can people be reminding you every minute, every second that you are not part of a country, and yet you are forcing yourself to be part of that country? Look at the number of properties that have been lost. From all the properties that have been lost during the time of election, the market have been burned. How many places have you seen that governors went to make a donation, or people went to make a donation? Before this very election, you saw that any place where there was an attack, any place where market burned, you will see Wike will move all the way from River State and go to the north to make a donation. Whenever there is a tragedy in the north, he will go all the way to the north and make a donation. But since this very election happened, when you have been seeing everywhere people have been destroyed, properties and life destroyed, have you seen anybody come out to give any compensation, or any governor from anywhere come out to make a response or come to the aid? That is the fate of a Biafra in Nigeria. Nobody cares about you. They are telling you to your face that you are not part of the business. You are not part of the zoo. And yet, you are forcing yourself to be part of it. You are forcing yourself to be part of it. The only thing you will get is what? Destruction and death. That is why we are warning you. You have to focus on that which concerns you. The only thing that concerns a Biafran today in that Zoological Republic is a referendum. The only business you have in that area is referendum. That is why any place you are today, you must pay attention. You must pay attention and focus on the referendum. That is the only business we have today. Anything apart from referendum, we are not part of it. Excuse me. Anything short of referendum, we are not part of it. And that is the hard truth that some people have failed to accept. The hard truth that some people have failed to accept. Sorry, my battery was going down. I have to make sure I keep it on. Sorry for the obstruction. Every Biafran, wherever you are, you must have to pay attention. You must have to pay attention and sit up. Stop deceiving yourself. You are not part of this arrangement. You are not part of the arrangement. There is no way you are part of it. You are not part of it. They don't consider you to be a Nigerian. They don't consider you. That is why when you come out to vote, they attack you. Why must you vote in their country? Why must you participate in their voting? Why must you be part of it? Because you are not part of them. They are telling you to your face that you should fight for your Biafra. And that is what every sensible Biafran should be doing. Every sensible person from the old southeastern region, that should be your focus. Referendum. We have conducted that referendum in their first presidential election. And this one coming on Saturday is under referendum. The observers are sitting there watching and observing. We got an outstanding winning on the first referendum. 20 million against 4 million. 20 million against 4 million. That was an outstanding winning. And we are going to have another referendum coming Saturday. And we are starting the preparation from tomorrow. From tomorrow, the sit at home starts in Biafra land. And we want this very one to be a total lockdown in Biafra land. This one is much more important. It should be a total lockdown because it's much more important in the sense that these are the people the caliphate are using. They want to plant other people that will come and kill you. They want to plant other people that will come and take your life. They want to put other people that will come and intimidate you. They want to plant people that will come and take your life unnecessarily. And you say no to that. Anytime you walk out to take your people, it doesn't matter who you vote for. It doesn't matter the party you vote for. You are only preparing a ground for your destruction. This governor you see in the southeast, every political official, every politician in Biafra land, they are all an instrument in the hand of the caliphate. They are all there to make sure that the British agenda continues to run. They are all there to make sure that the British enslavement continues. As long as you are elected under the 1999 Constitution, you are bound to support the enslavement of your own people. That is why you must not support anything that has to do with the election. The only sensible and reasonable thing for us to do is to conduct a referendum. And we will continue to conduct that referendum by our seat at home. We will continue to conduct that referendum until the whole Biafra land is shut down completely. You know, initially they tell you sitting at home is causing economic problem, it's causing financial problem, it's causing setback. Today, what is causing the setback? Can you compare the number of lives that have been lost in this their selection? Can you compare the number of lives that have been lost in this selection to the people who lost their life during the time of sit at home? Even though all the loss of life was done by the Zoological Republic government, all the loss of life was conducted and done by the Zoological Republic government. Can you compare the two? Can you compare the properties that have been destroyed within this period of this very selection? Only that one day or that election. Can you compare the properties that have been destroyed since that time till date to the destruction that happened during the time of sit at home? You can't compare two of them. And yet, people keep silent. They don't talk about it. They don't talk about it. But if those loss of life or those destruction of property happened in the day of sit at home, they would have used it as a campaign. They will be shouting on top of their voices. They will say, go and arrest Master Samaneva. They will say, go and kidnap Samaneva. They will put bounty on the head of Master Samaneva. But since all this event happened, where are those elites? Where are those parrots that talks like people who have lost their brain. Where are Johannes and Digo? Where are all those people who claim to be elders, this and that? Where are they? Every one of them is silent. The same election of which you sold Mazen Nandekano for. It is because of this same Igbo presidency. That is why you sold Mazen Nandekano. After you sold him, Chukwu Okukabema protected him, kept him alive, and at the same time gave him victory in the territory of the enemy. Because of this election, you told them not to release Mazen Nandekano. You supported the continuous detention of Mazen Nandekano against his will, against the court order. You supported it. Some of you couldn't hide your shame. You come out openly to say that Mazen Nandekano should be detained until after election. And today, after supporting that evil, you are going to the same court to get freedom. I tell you in the name of Chukwu Okabena that your freedom will be suspended until after 8 years of the criminal they're going to put in power. And then before then we already in Biafra land. Before then we already Biafra, because this year we are going to Biafra land. Those of you who want to be part of the zoo, you will continue to fight in that court of the zoo until they finish their tenure. You will continue to run on their court. But as for us, this year that we are in, we are walking out of the Zoological Republic. Nothing is going to stop it. We are going to walk out of it. The process has started already. The process has started again. The engagement against the Zoological Republic military have started already. The engagement has started. And as you know, we are not propagandists. We don't preach propaganda. We don't come here to show you videos and whatever pressure. That is different. That is how the ESN operate. They are different. They don't play video. They don't show you video. The enemy themselves will confess when the time comes. The enemy will confess when the time comes. Shame will not even allow them to report it. Shame will not allow them to report what is happening. That guerrilla warfare, they are going to get it hot. They saw what happened to them in Uli. Go and investigate. Find out what happened to them in Uli. We chased them out of Uli, and they got it hot. And they are going to see more. The Liberation Army, they are very much available, and they will hold them down and fight them to the hell. Our responsibility is to protect our borders, to protect our territory. That is what we are doing. We are not after any innocent life. We are not after any innocent person. We are not after, no matter where you come from, no matter your religion, no matter your tribe. If you're in your territory and you're staying peacefully, we don't have time for you. But if you come to Biafra territory to take life, it doesn't matter who sent you. It doesn't matter the uniform you're wearing. It doesn't matter the country you come from. As long as you come into Biafra land to take innocent life, no matter your religion, no matter your tribe, no matter your location, no matter who sent you, you are going to go down. You will definitely go down. We cannot spare any one of you. We can't spare anybody. No matter who you think you are, we will not spare you. We will not spare you. Our President gave that order long time ago. And remember, we the hardcore followers of Mazen Nandekano in autopilot. Autopilot are hardcore followers of Mazen Nandekano. Every instruction that Mazen Nandekano has given, we will follow to the last. We will follow it to the least. To the least, we will follow it. That is why Mazen Nandekano, when he told us that the dragon flag had been lifted up and will never go down. When he said the dragon flag has been lifted up and will never go down, we stand on it. Mazen Nandekano also said, once you raise arm in a struggle, you will never bring it down until you have victory. And from the very first time we have raised arm to defend Biafra land, we are not going to put it down until Biafra is fully secure. We have started securing Biafra land. If you're one of those who is asking questions, what have we seen? If you're one of those who is asking questions, oh, the lockdown is over, the countdown is over, what have we done? They can keep asking. Keep asking. We owe you no explanation. If you, I saw one of them wrote a comment and say, what have autopilot and what have Master Samuel Ekpa done since all this way to free Mazen Nandekano? I say that he doesn't deserve an answer. It's only blind and deaf and dumb person that will ask some question. And because your heart is evil, because you're not truthful, answering your question is a waste of time. And I tell the same thing to my fellow Biafran that are watching, any place you're watching from. You owe nobody any explanation. Those people who will come to your platform and tell you, what have Master Samuel done? What have Autopilot done to free Master Nankan? What have this? Do not respond to them. They don't deserve any response from you. These are dondees who have sealed their heart to die young. These are very untruthful people. These are blind people that can never see. It doesn't matter how you try to explain to them or open their eyes, they will never ever see. Let them be until they see it before their very eye and they confess by themselves. They themselves will confess by themselves. That is how it is. We don't have any explanation to make to anybody. We owe nobody, no matter who you think you are, we owe nobody any explanation. No matter where you come from, no matter who you support, no matter the area you hang yourself, we owe nobody any explanation. So if you are watching me today, you are autopiloted sincerely from your heart. You owe nobody any explanation. When they come to your platform and tell you, you have to do the countdown after the countdown, what have done? Don't respond to them. These are blind, deaf and dumb, heartless and untruthful people. There's nothing you will tell them they will take from you. So don't waste your time explaining to them. Every genuine person on the planet Earth, every genuine Biafran who has been watching and seeing what is going on today cannot open mouth and ask you what has Master Samuel done. Every genuine Biafran cannot open your mouth and tell you what are you doing to free Master Nandekan. Anybody that asks these two questions, don't waste your time responding to them. They don't deserve that energy. Channel that energy to sensitize Biafran people. Channel that energy to encourage Biafran people. Channel that energy to make revelations to Biafran people. Today, you see what is happening. I have always advised Biafran people, be patient. If you are not patient, you are going to lose it. If you are not patient and watchful, you will lose it. Our spokesperson, Master Simon Epa, just like Master Nandekan, these are very, very patient people. Our spiritual Master Nandekan was very patient. That was why he gave different opportunities to the zoo to change. He gave different opportunities to these politicians to change. Master Nandekan took the pain, he took the attack up to the extent of threat to his life. He gave them different opportunity for repentance because Master Nandekan is a very patient man. Today, in the same vein, our spokesperson, Master Simon Ekpa, very, very patient. He will study you and follow you gently until you fall into that very pit that you're digging for yourself. And when you fall into that pit, the whole world will see that you have fallen. You will have no rescue. That is why anytime you see our spokesperson, Master Simon Ekpa, open his mouth against somebody, that person will never, ever remain the same again. He's very patient. If you must follow him and follow him effectively, if you must succeed in this very struggle, if you must be alive to raise the flag of Biafra, you must be patient. Don't just open your mouth and speak when you hear a propaganda. Don't just jump into conclusion when you hear a propaganda. Don't just say because they tell you, Master Samuel has eaten money, Madam Azoka have eaten money, Madam Azoka is this, Madam Azoka is that. You go to your own platform, you begin to say, Madam Azoka is that. They send you the video or the audio. After listening, you share. You are digging your grave. You are digging your grave. My own very self that I'm in media, I'm in the media. If I begin to share every voicemail that is coming to my phone, your ear will get blind. Your eyes will get blind. Your ear will go deaf. If I begin to share every audio that I see, when I see them, all I have to do is to apply my common sense. You don't need to tell me if Madam Azuka is fraudulent or not. You don't need to tell me if Master Simon Ekpa is wrong or right, if he's on the right path or not. I don't need somebody to convince me. I have my eyes, I have my ears to listen. I have my common sense that Chukwu have given me to reason and know who is right and who is wrong. But today, you see, the most shameful and painful thing are the people who are peddling this propaganda, who are gathering to hold a meeting, are the same people who Mazi Simon Ekpa have helped, who Honorable Azoka himself have brought out money to support. the people peddling the rumors. They are the people coming to say we want to form investigative department. They are the people who say they want to inquire. But when you were supported, when you were given money, when you were begging for money from them, you didn't come and tell us. And when they gave you that money, you didn't come and tell us. This was the same thing they did to Mazen Nandekano. The exact thing they did to Mazen Nandekano. They blackmailed Mazen Nandekano. This department of Sabotua today, they blackmail Mazen Nandekano. Everybody will come. The Mazen Nandekano will release money for him. Go and do this project. They will run away. Lies everywhere. Some will take money. We want to go to United Nations. Some will take money. We want to employ life. Want to go to Parliament. Mazen Nandekano cannot be everywhere at the same time. Mazen Nandekano was giving them money, and they were running away.